tongue is Dovahkiin. Dragon Ball.
Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. My life gets pretty boring every now and then, so I figured I'm going to go down to Petco just for fun. I ain't even got a dog, but I got pretty bored, let's just leave it at that. Anyways, so when I was walking through the chew toy aisle, I found that they actually have antlers in the chew toy aisle. And they had these antler buds from elk. So today on Tex Grebner Outdoors, I'm going to be making some stag limb bolts for my samick sage. This is not terribly difficult to do if you've got the imagination to make it happen and a couple of tools. The samick sage and almost every other takedown bow that uses limb bolts is going to use a 5/16 bolt of some sort. So, went down to the hardware store and got some 5/16 by 1.5" bolts. For those of you that don't know, this has a 1/2" head on it. I then went across from Lowe's to Petco and picked up some of the antler buds from the chew toy department. Brought them home and drilled out the antler bud bases so that they would accept the 1/2" head, and drilled them just deep enough so that a washer can set on top of a flush fitting bolt head. Then I filled in the actual hole in the antler bud with a mixture of JB Weld, mixing it right in the hole. Carved out these spots for them in the insulation foam so that the bolts are going to harden up level. And now it is simply a waiting game. The reason that I have the washer is so that when I tighten them down, they are not going to be pushing against the antler itself, but it will be pushing against the actual bolt head itself, not affecting the bond of the decorative stag bolts that I've created. Again, not terribly difficult to do, but in the end, it wasn't much cheaper than simply buying them straight from Three Rivers Archery. Check part 2 to see how it actually comes out. But I was pretty bored this weekend, and it's a handy little project to do. You could probably do this yourself if you desired some flair and panache on your compound bows as well. But I think that it's going to be an interesting addition to my samick sage takedown recurve in 50 pounds. It's not that difficult to do. All I got to do now is just let them harden up overnight. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Stay tuned for part 2. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please check out my friends over at legallyconcealed.org. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those of you serving in the military. And thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.